What up, y'all? Welcome back to Sexton Sobriety. Today, I'm going to talk about psychedelics. So I think psychedelics should be utilized as a tool to grow, to change, to become a better person, to look at things from another person's perspective, maybe to become less of a dick, I don't know. They can definitely give you insight on your behaviors. I think if you go into them with pure intentions, most of the time, you're going to get something positive out of it. I also want to say this, though. There's this idea in the Psychonaut community that there are only, learning experiences. There's no bad trips. And I don't think that that's true at all, dude. To be completely real, if you have a history of mental health issues, if you have a family history of schizophrenia, you can do psychedelics one time and it can cause long-lasting psychosis, suicidal ideation and actions. It can cause a host of negative mental health issues. It can make you detach from this reality in a way that it's actually detrimental for you and you can't even do anything in this normal reality anymore. So just keep that in mind. I'm not saying this to scare people. I'm saying this to be completely accountable because sometimes I feel like the language used and the way it's talked about is so mystified and so trippy and new age that it kind of lacks direct communication on what potentially could happen as far as the negative effects. There's a host of positive things that can happen as well, like I said, but I just want to say, it's not just people with bad intentions that end up having bad experiences. It can be underlying mental health issues. So, like I said, I think they should be utilized as a tool. You should be very careful when using them. I think that people in recovery can potentially use them as well. I don't think that people in recovery are cut off from ever using psychedelics. I think that they should do so with a practitioner, do so very carefully, be very open and honest about what they're doing. And I have no issue with that whatsoever, man. I would say I would be more of an advocate for the plant medicine psychedelics. Personally, I feel like the other ones are a little bit industrial, mechanical. I can't explain it. The energy is just not something that I necessarily vibe with. But yeah, man, I think they can definitely be utilized as a tool. They should be done, very sparingly, very responsibly. I hate the word responsible when it comes to drug use because what even is that? And that's a different standard for each person. But anyways, I'm going to keep it very short, very direct today and just say that I'm not against psychedelics. I'm not someone who's out there just promoting them like crazy either. Like I said before, I would advocate more for the plant medicine psychedelics, the more natural ones, even though something being natural doesn't mean that it's completely safe. I want to make that very clear as well. But yeah, I just want to say that, I think they should be used as a tool. I'm kind of repeating myself, but I really want to emphasize that and just say that, when they're used as a tool, when they're respected, generally you can gain a lot of insight and you can change and become a better person. And there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, that's really my experience. I'll do some more trip report videos. I'll do a trip report on the time that I did DMT. I'm going to do one on the time that I did mescaline. So please like and subscribe. I will be back with more videos every single Monday. So yeah, much love to y'all. Be easy, be very careful. And look, in conclusion, I want to say this, or in closing, if you're a young person, don't just try to jump into doing psychedelics, bro. I see so many kids on TikTok that hit me up and ask me, I'm 13, should I do acid? No, I personally don't think that. I don't advocate for any mind-altering substances when it comes to people that are under the age of 25 that are male, personally, and that talking about gender, I don't want to really get into that, but I'm just saying that supposedly, I don't know how accurate this is, but the frontal lobe is still developing for males until they're 25. I don't know the number for females. I apologize, but I just want to say that I think this is not talked about enough. I'm going to do a whole video on that as well. The frontal lobe and how it affects your impulse control and your emotional regulation and all of that. So just keep in mind that even something that is seen as natural or that people talk about, like it's nonchalant, can have a very adverse effect in your life and could change your life for the worst. So just keep that in mind. Much love to y'all. Be easy on yourselves. Be careful out there.